Did you black power it? Oh, nice. Cling, 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 cling. I'll have a shot of Jack.
I got your shot at Jack right here.
Looking for Billy.
There's a lot of Billies that come through here, son. You got to be more specific.
You know what Billy I'm looking for. Ryder son.
Oh, I thought you meant Billy the Kid.
No, Billy's Ryder's son.
I'm Jack. And I got your shot right here, motherfucker.
Who the fuck is Jack?
I'm afraid Jack's got to step out on business, but I'm filling in for him this evening.
I'm a little lost now. Who the fuck is Jack?
You wanted a shot of Jack. I just said, I'm Jack, motherfucker.
We're in your room, so you do the intro. Let us know what's up.
Alrighty. What's going on, everybody? It's Monday night here, 7 o'clock. We got I Max Scully, as always, co-host Chris tonight. And we got a special guest. We're gonna let you introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up, you guys? Thanks for having me on. My name is Nakata. I'm a local comedian. I'm also the most ginger jab on Instagram. So give me a follow if you guys like local comedians.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's a really cool, unique username. How'd you come up with that?
Just kind of, I mean, it's fairly easy. Yeah, just taking uh, my culture and just kind of spinning it. There's a joke I do on stage is as I say, uh, part of my culture is I'm Japanese and I'm Cherokee and I'm also partial white privilege.
Get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit
Did
of
you get free
everything.
college with that 130 you got?
Yeah, you think so? You got to, I guess, you got to be a part of a tribe in order to get the benefits of being
How do
a
they prove?
native. So
How do they prove that though?
I don't know. It's some process you go
DNA
through.
testing or something,
Yeah,
I would assume.
you find your tribe. It's a whole process they do. It's a
Is
whole.
there a minimum percent you need to be?
I don't know. I want to check into for my daughter because her mom's, they're straight up Native American. So I know my daughter's got a good amounts of it, but it's definitely on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Well,
So
maybe you'll get some free college out of it.
That's what
yeah,
I'm
maybe.
hoping.
Excuse me. Before we continue with our messages, I'd like to let you know about our non-sponsor, but just the best fucking water in the world, Arrowhead, since 1894. Comes in this convenient 6.19 fluid ounce bottle. It's a lot better than that purified stuff. It's giving you what is that stuff that dumbs you down?
Fluoride. Are you sure
This
there's
is
no fluoride
this
in
is
here?
all alleged.
Does it say fluoride free on this bottle? I was gonna ask you that the other
I
day.
don't
It
think
it,
so.
it doesn't.
It's probably fluoride in it. Let me check that out.
Whoa, whoa! You don't just take a man's Arrowhead, bro.
Um, yeah, we're gonna have to definitely look into this a little bit more.
My blood pressure's on going up. You need to give me that back.
Sorry, buddy. I took away his
Yeah, I started losing
I
it. You
took
don't do that.
I took away his water. I can't hear anything on my mic anymore.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, like the sound, like I don't hear anything
So
on the headphones.
goddamn plugs. They don't fucking work.
Oh no.
Oh no. Does that change anything?
Nope.
You go ahead, just unplug the extension and just connect it to there directly. Unless,
That was weird how it cut out.
well,
Oh, what
actually, no, you just disconnected mine.
oh, whoops.
Yeah.
And now I can hear on mine again.
As soon as you disconnected mine,
Yeah, that was weird.
now you can hear it.
Yeah, like now I can hear it.
Well, that's the way electricity works for you.
Um, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of weird. Like it just cut out like as if it went dead.
Doesn't matter. It's just a technical
Hopefully
difficulty.
we can
Do
edit
you
that
like
part
talking
out.
about your military background?
Yeah,
How did you get into that? I mean, is it just like the kind of stereotypical way, just young, tried it out, you liked it, or
yeah, pretty much. I mean, my family's got a whole history of being in the military. So it's pretty much just making a decision after high school, making sure I graduate and shit, and just signing up, joining.
That's pretty much what his nephew did. My cousin Sergio just joined the Marines like right after fucking high school.
Yeah, man. One week after I graduated, I went off to basic.
Oh yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
think it'd be cool if every American had to take basic. I think we'd be a lot better off.
Yeah, man. They do shit in Korea, like South Korea. You got to serve at least 2 years.
Maybe not 2 years, just a little 6 months.
It's just like I just want a little taste.
Just a little 6
I
month
don't want a
basic.
full course.
Yeah, no, just
Yeah,
to
no.
just learn how to shoot properly and stay in the heat for a little bit.
Well, basic's not 6 months, man. You only spend 2.5 months in basic for the army. It's like 3 months for the Marine Corps, like 2 months, I think, everywhere else.
But you don't think that would benefit people? Just
I think
I
so.
think
Yeah,
so.
I think people who need a discipline, trust me, there's been plenty of people who like don't need to be in the fucking military, like, and they'll even tell you most of them, but
Why?
uh, they just don't belong to it. They just don't. They really don't want to work. They don't want to have any kind of
I
discipline.
feel like
They
some
want to just go
people.
against the grain. They want to go against the machine because it's all. I mean, it is bullshit. A lot of it. But
So they kinda just, like, sign up for the military to rebel against the military in a sense, like, talk shit about it? What do you mean?
like most of those people though, like they sign up and then they fucking instantly regret it. So those are like the instantly regret it type people. So they just try to make it as worse for everybody else as possible because they fucking just hate their time in.
Oh
But you
yeah,
don't think that Oh, you mean after they're done serving a long time?
No,
not
like
like
I mean like
during,
yeah,
right?
like
Yeah.
during, yeah. But
Because,
then
like,
after they'll probably make more stink. Those are dudes protesting in like their uniforms and shit and
I
doing
think that
dumbass
could just
shit.
be a false feeling, you don't think? If you're just, like, young and scared because, like, my brother got done with his
Uh,
basic training and, he wanted to quit too.
right.
He was like, "This ain't the place for me,"
Sure.
and we kinda convinced him to just stay. We're like, "You already fucking went, yada, yada, yada," and
Yeah.
now he's been in there for 16 years.
Yeah. I mean, and that happens too. A lot of that happens. Like, dig this though, like so it's funny you say that you think it's just young guys. Dude, I was there. I was 18 years old. I'm in Fort Knox. I'm in Kentucky, and I'm in like the processing stage. Like I'm not even in basic training yet. Like I'm waiting to be put in a basic training unit. So I'm just like doing all this in processing stuff and kind of like learning things here and there to like learn how to be a troop to get ready for basic. And there's this dude there. He's like this 30-year-old dude. He's got to be, and he's on suicide watch because there's like these ring of people who are like following this guy around. I'm not even kidding you.
Oh shit.
Like he's like he's a little nipple in the circle of fucking humans, dude, watching, making sure he
Circle
doesn't.
jerk around them.
Yeah, but here's why this guy he went crazy because, like I said, he got that regret, right? Like, oh, I shouldn't have done this. Like, I miss my kids now. I want to go and see them because all this stuff is happening. I really need to be there. Well, you can't because you signed this contract. You're obligated to stay here for your amount of time, and once you're done in 2.5 months, you can see him anyway before you go and do your job training. But the guy couldn't handle it, so he would eat rocks. He would try to break like the tube lining in like in office buildings. He would try to break those tube linings to eat the glass.
Mhm.
And Fort Knox, dude, is one of the oldest army installations that we have in history of the United States military, right? And he was trying to like peel the layers of paint to try to get to the lead base where they used to paint back in the day, dude. Just try to eat the paint
To
chips
eat the lead.
so he can
Fucking
get a medical discharge and go
yeah.
home and see his kids, man, because he's
How
fucking
do you feel
lost it.
about that, though? You
I've
think he really was maybe mentally gone, or you think you're just being capricious and, like, cause
So
like, I've never served, so I can't kinda relate, so I might just sound like I'm talking shit, but, like, I mean, my kid is recent to me now, I've had him for a year, so I think, like, time away from him would be horrible, but I
right,
feel like if I signed a contract to be away from him for what you would think is the benefit of the kid in the first place, I would assume, or hope,
right, yeah,
um, if you just kinda regret it at the end, you just gotta buck up, buckaroo.
exactly. But
oh
like,
yeah.
not everyone has that mentality, man.
Yeah,
So you got
definitely.
so I mean, that's where the army comes in because they got a million cases of this same thing going on. So they got to pretty much come down to, is this guy really crazy or is he just trying to get out of here and get out of his contract because he
Yeah.
really regrets being here? We got to make sure we weed those people out. So they're doing their best job to figure that out.
Well, at the end, yeah, they could be a liability anyways, or
That's
a
true.
risk if you guys are doing something and you're
Yeah.
just weak-minded, get you
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah, like what if he just wakes up, while everyone's sleeping and tries to, fucking
Some Gomer Pyle type shit. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
just
Like
I
some full
mean,
metal jacket. So
yeah.
that's why you got to be careful of that same shit too. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's why we have fire guard duties at night to make sure like we watch people like that and like there's so many of us who like we pretty much like look out for each other in basic. So if something were like that happened, it wouldn't be like fucking Full Metal Jacket. Like
Yeah.
we'd be on top of that dude, fucking making sure he didn't try to kill anybody else or himself for the most
Yeah.
part, and go from there. And
Have you heard about people taking psilocybin to help with those
so it's
problems?
fuck yeah, dude, with PTSD and like a whole bunch of shit like that, depression and stuff. Yeah,
I would
Yeah,
imagine it helps, dude.
they've recently been doing more studies on it. And there's gonna be like this fucking con, like I think next month. It's like PsyCon, Psychedelic Con, and yeah, I heard that there was gonna be some exhibit or some booth there from yeah, like veterans and other people that are experimenting more with psilocybin, psychedelics, and shit like that.
It'll become legal eventually, I think.
It
It
already
already
is.
is in a lot of states,
In Colorado, it already
yeah,
is.
including
Oh,
here.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, there's like stores you can actually buy kits to grow your own fucking mushrooms,
I'm
man.
actually gonna
Oh,
plug in this dude I met yesterday who like later on I gotta find
I
his
don't know if you
paper.
want to plug them for. I don't know how legal it is yet.
Nah,
It's
nah, it's
legal.
like he
It's legal
makes
like that.
yeah, it's legal. He
Yeah.
makes smoothies. He makes normal ones, and then he fucking pulled out this other menu. And he's like, "And I got magic ones too." And he like they're just little fruit smoothies. Of like
Allegedly,
I
allegedly.
think with 1.4 allegedly grams of psilocybin. Yeah, it's legal. It's legal here in Colorado.
Yep.
Well, if you get his LLC taken away, that's on you. I didn't say it.
Nah, I think I mean
Fair play.
this dude's handing out flyers.
Oh, really? About
Yeah,
his secret menu?
yeah.
Oh, okay, then he probably doesn't care.
I mean, yeah. I don't really think so. He said he does deliveries and all this stuff.
I'm pretty sure there's a licensing process, just like getting your weed license to sell in the state. Like you got to go through a process, you
I
know.
would
So
imagine
Yeah.
so.
So,
yeah, yeah. There's a
have you? Has
regulatory
any of you
thing.
guys gotten a medical card?
Yeah, I do.
Is it me or is the fucking little interview by the doctor so bullshit? Like they just want to give you the card.
Oh yeah, I had it when I first moved here, but I never renewed it.
Yeah, it was really easy. I
I
was
just told
all.
him that I couldn't sleep and I had back pain, and that was true. Like I wasn't lying, but he didn't care. He was just like he touched my back. He was just like right here, and I was just like, yeah.
That's pretty much it. What he did to me.
He was like, is that
Okay,
where it hurts? And I was like, okay. And he was just like, okay, well here you go. And I was like, cool.
here's your card.
Yeah. No, I never had a dude touch me, but I felt my guy. I felt like my guy was trying
Did I
to
get
make sure
wrongfully
I wasn't
fucking
bullshitting.
harassed?
Yeah, I felt my guy was like the doctor was trying to make sure I wasn't
He
bullshitting,
pressed you on it a little
but
bit.
a little bit.
I
But
fucking hate when people press me.
like I got pressed because I felt like they made they made me think that you had to walk in with like your whole medical record on your
Oh
fucking
yeah.
arm. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I
Like
thought.
yeah, and they're like, oh, you don't have your medical records with you? Like they're like, ooh, they're like, well, when you talk to them, they made it seem like it was gonna be harder to convince the guy to give me a fucking medical card, but when
I
most
don't.
people fucking meet me, they think I'm crazy anyway, so it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah,
Maybe
I
you
don't
can
think I
claim
had to
that
bring
now.
shit in.
Why are you getting your card today, sir? I'm a little sad. Here you go.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about doing some things to people.
Yeah. About
Yeah,
hurting people.
they'll either give it to you or they'll try to evaluate you for something else and be like,
Yeah. They put you into a psych ward.
well, we're gonna need you to talk to this guy.
Yeah, that's why I'm honest during medical evaluations, but I'm like 100% honest. Just try to self-medicate for everyone else's
Yeah, I
safety.
was all scared when I went, thinking the same thing you. I was all nervous, and my buddy, he already got his. He was renewing. He's like, "Dude, just chill. Like you're good." Like this old ass doctor from like some fucking place out east.
You don't have yours anymore?
No, it like
Okay.
expired, and I
Yeah.
never.
I never renewed mine either. That was like fucking 10 years ago, probably now.
Yeah, that's when I used to get. Did you ever? Were we hanging out when I had those really strong edibles? Like really strong edibles.
Right.
No, no.
Those are the ones I'm talking about. It was probably like 1,000 milligrams, and he
Yeah.
split it in three. He's like, all right, let's fucking
Yeah,
take a
usually with
piece
those
each.
medical grade, they're like 50 to 100 milligrams a
Yeah.
pop. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, they're
No, yeah, they're fucking. Then
They're
I.
at least, yeah, 500 to 1,000
oh
or
yeah, dude.
something.
I took like I was hanging out with one of my buddies from work, man, and he had these Stroop waffles that he got, and they're 100 milligrams each. They were really good. Dude, I took 3 of them bitches before I went on stage to do this open mic, and I closed it out. And thank God, dude, like that room set up all my like my little racial jokes that I have about myself and everything else so perfectly. I
You got to be real comfortable with yourself to do that on sudden. It's basically like a psychedelic what you ate.
basically by the time I got on stage, I'm like, oh, she was like, because the comic who asked me to close out the mic, she's like, I'm gonna have you close out the mic, and I was like, all right, cool, dude. By the time,
Just when it was hitting.
yeah,
Say,
dude,
oh
like
shit!
as soon as we walked in that place, the first one started to hit, and like by the
Eminem's fucking
time,
motivation song came on. Yeah. If you had
One.
I mean, I'm
one joke.
yeah, I mean, I'm just going over all my material anyway. What I go through for my 5 minutes, anyways, because I got 5 minutes for the mic, so I go over my 5 minute material. And I was like, oh, this is perfect because I'm gonna do all my fucked up shit, like the one I just told you, like and partial white privilege, right? Like ha
Mm.
ha ha, everyone laughs. Yeah,
You said you got to kind of watch yourself though in that place.
no, that was Comedy Works, like Comedy Works downtown in Denver, because you know how downtown Denver is more
It's
liberal
more
and shit.
They're a little
PC.
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah,
PC and
a little more PC.
sensitive,
What
I
does that
guess.
mean, PC?
Politically
Politically
correct.
correct.
Oh, I never knew what it meant. I just knew PC principal from South.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
the politically correct
yeah,
principle.
it's the same stuff, but it's just like, and I'll get like after an open mic, like I'll get little uh like I'll ask for like, well, how do I'll ask a comment, how do you think you go? What do you think I can do? And like, well, your jokes are a little racy. You know, when people say that, fucking white people. They don't want. Well, your joke's a little racist.
Crowd said that or another comic?
No, another comment because I'm getting their feedback because they've been in for a while. I talked to them; they're nice
If
people.
if it's another comic, like you said, I would just keep doing it too. Because obviously they're fucking
But
scared, or it makes.
maybe they've been there for a while, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe they're giving you advice on what
Well,
works
sure.
there
Well, yeah,
than the PC crowd.
and that helps
Yeah.
because if you know what the kind of crowd, what that kind of place brings when you're doing the mic, it does definitely help. But it's like, well, of course my jokes are about race. Like my race is, I'm fuck. I call myself a ginger jab, but I like to. What I say too is I like to think of myself as a fucked up anime character, just because my genes don't know what to do with themselves. More like, like, I always like I say on stage too, like I should look more Japanese because my great grandparents immigrated here before World War II.
Yeah.
I was like, but like white people to appropriate everything, man. They went and gentrified me.
You even
You know?
got the anime name. Nikata.
Yeah, man.
Two.
It's all fitting. Yeah, man. It all fits. It's like I said, it's my whole stand up, but then
Ginger samurai,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
badass.
Exactly.
You drink
Yeah.
whiskey? I heard gingers drink a lot of whiskey.
Yeah, man. There's a well, I'm
I
Irish.
drink a lot of whiskey.
That's the Irish, of
Will you
course.
let us know? You gingers have souls?
Well, yeah, because like I said, the Japanese guy, Cherokee, so yeah, I got a soul. The Irish Cherokee. I still got it.
He's like, I'm only so much ginger.
Yeah, but I found out that there's a Japanese whiskey. They've been making Japanese whiskey for a long time. Oh, it's called
Is it that tiger?
no. That's
Tiger whiskey?
no.
Were you having problems with your audio?
I just did for a
I think you
second.
did, yeah.
I cut out again, but it's back
It
now.
came back.
Yeah,
We're back. Mine sounds great.
yeah.
It's that old piece of shit. It's old, dude. I just took good care of it, but it's old. Maybe somebody can fix it. I don't know. Might be spare parts.
Anybody repairs on
Any listeners know? Yep.
electronics, audio equipment,
Give you guys a free haircut if you fix it.
on a Rode Class A servo biased soundboard. Check it out.
Biased.
That's what it says.
Oh yeah, it is
It is.
biased.
It's fucking
I don't know. I
biased.
don't know if I want to bias fucking
It's
soundboard.
got a fucking one-sided opinion.
Fuck that board.
Sounds about as good quality as military
I'm
grade
gonna tell
shit.
them at the store, be like, "Is this new one not biased though?" Because out of the first version, it says it's a Class A biased.
Yeah,
Say,
they're gonna be like, this
board.
next one is non-biased. It's our politically correct PC
It's got a
soundboard,
rainbow sticker on it.
all inclusive.
It goes with a free Bud Light.
Oh
A
man,
pair of Birkenstocks.
I just seen memes. I don't know if it's true, but Kid Rock was now drinking Bud Light again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just did it.
Yeah.
After shooting the cases in his backyard.
Bud Light's irresistible.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
I saw this meme. It was like a Brokeback Mountain meme with it. He's like, "Why can't I quit you, pee water? Why can't I
Yeah.
quit you, pee water?
Yeah, I knew that wouldn't last long. They try to
Is
like
that what they
twist
call
the.
it? Pea water?
Pee water. Yeah, it's Rocky Mountain horse piss. Bud
I
Light
honestly don't like
Coors.
Bud Light.
No,
I think the same. I think it's like just watered
You
down.
don't
Like,
like it either?
nah,
no,
Is that still just a macho in you, or do you really not like it?
I really
I don't
don't
like
like it.
it.
I
It's
think you guys just
fucking.
being macho.
And
It's fucking
no,
good.
I don't like Bud Light.
there's
I don't like too much light beer to begin with. To
look.
be honest with you, but Bud Light, in my opinion, is like the worst of all 'em. If I had to choose any of them, like I could drink some of them. I've tried like Michelob Ultras, and those are all right.
I'll take a natty over a Bud
Oh
Light.
yeah, yeah, Natty Ice. Those are even fucking. It's got a little more flavor. Like Bud Light does, honestly, just kind of taste like fucking water. Like I could slam two of those, and it's like it's almost like Arrowhead.
Well, I have touched a penis in the sauna, so that could be it.
In the
I don't.
sauna,
Yeah,
intentionally, or was it on accident?
that's all I know. I didn't answer any more questions.
Oh,
Moving
man.
on.
Yeah. See, and the reason why I
You
don't,
saw it hanging there, and you had to
yeah,
reach out.
you had to.
I was going through some stuff. It was a hot day.
He wanted to make sure he wasn't gay for sure.
I was trying new shampoos.
He said, "Hey," he just turned over and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna try something, and if you're on board,
Just don't say anything.
don't say anything."
Oh
Yeah, right.
God. See, the reason I don't drink Bud Light is 13 years in the military, like between Bud Light, Coors Light, and all those racks of like all that other crap. I just can't do it anymore. It's disgusting. Like
Yeah,
gives me like the shits in the morning just because how terrible it is and nasty.
it's not that bad.
It's that bad. It's that bad.
It's not that bad.
Better beers to drink.
What if
Yeah, for sure.
It's better
there
beers.
is better beers to drink, but it's not, I don't think it's like to that point. where it's like, oh, it's so bad. It's not that bad.
It is.
It's not
The
like
fact
I
you
guess I guess I'm not gonna say it's like the fucking worst beer, but at parties or anywhere where they've had it, if there's another option, I'm gonna fucking get that. Like
We'll neither
I'm
agree
not
or
going
disagree. It's not
for
the
that Bud
best
Light.
beer, but it's not the worst beer.
What the
I've
fuck's the
had.
worst beer? I'm trying to think now.
We can't shit on a beer legally. I don't think, especially if it's already doing bad. If it's already known as a shitty beer.
Why you're praising Arrowhead?
Why is your shitty
We could
podcast
shit
coming
on
after my shitty beer?
we could shit on
Shitty
the
beer.
fucking
It's the
shitty
guy
beer.
from South Park.
shitty
Shitty beer.
beer,
Shitty
yeah.
beer.
Shitty
Welcome to
beer.
shitty beer.
Why shitty she's pack?
I just finally
Shitty rack.
I'm like so behind, but I just finally saw the like COVID post COVID ones.
Oh,
It's like where they're grown ups and shit.
Oh yeah,
And
and they got like
there's like one scene in the future, and it's like city sushi, and I'm like they don't even say anything about it. I'm pretty sure he's like descendant from that fucking like that guy that was pretending to be fucking
yeah, he's not around anymore.
Japanese.
The one with the Great Wall. That's the best episode ever. We have to get goddamn Mongolian.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's.
I fucking I've always liked South Park.
Have you? I haven't done anything super bad, like to where I felt I wanted to like hurt myself after. But have you ever had a really bad set?
Oh yeah, dude.
I had one. I got really embarrassed, but
Oh
you've been doing it more, so you probably had worse.
yeah. I mean, no. I still do it. I just have to take time off with my kid. But I had a really bad set. It was like, oh shit, dude. I think I was at it like maybe my third month in or some shit. Uh, I was working on Longmont, and they have an open mic that's out there. Uh, that they call the Speakeasy. It's a dope ass place. And I got there hella early, like a couple hours early, dude. I had nothing to do. So I smoked like a joint before I walked into the place, like a whole gram joint, uh, just to keep myself from drinking. But then I was like, oh, well, I might as well have a drink. Dude, by the time like we started the open mic and like all the other acts kind of like got through because they're like musical and I was like the one of the comedy acts, couldn't even
Oh
remember my
shit!
lines. I was so fucking wasted.
Oh man,
Couldn't even remember my lines. I was like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. I
fuck.
broke out. Dude. I just walked off stage. I
Did
got
you
out. I
just
was
cut
like,
it short? Like I'm a little too fucked up for
yeah,
this one.
I started, but then I was like, fuck, what do I say next? And I tried to read my phone. That wasn't happening. I was like, yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, when you're too drunk, you can't do shit.
No, I couldn't. I was like, yeah, I can't. I guess like, sorry. I was
But
like,
at
I'm way
least
too.
you knew you fucked up with. At least you knew you messed up with the drinking.
Message.
I actually tried. I just had a really bad night. I just like smoked a cigarette on the way home and listened to "What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger" and told myself it's gonna be all right. It's rough, man. When you got like even 20 people looking down at you, like you
No,
fucking suck. What are you
no.
doing?
I mean, I did have a moment like that. It was Thursday night at Monkey Barrel. It's an open mic on Thursdays. Host Garrett Nygren, fucking great ass show. Uh, But yeah, it was another thing. It was, and the people who were like sitting in front of me, I didn't know they were like other comics, and they're the PC. They don't like the racist shit joke comics, and
Oh yeah.
they were shitty me. And I was like, she was there recording. I was like, yeah, fuck this. I gotta get out of here. I was like, you people aren't laughing. I was like, you're not into my shit. I was like, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's cool that you stick to your guns though.
In a way, but any comic who's a professional a long time, they've always told me this: get your 5 minutes because you only get better 5 minutes at a time, or however long the mic is. You're only gonna get better doing it. So just do your time, even if no one's laughing. Who gives a fuck? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have to get over that like hump myself. So
No, yeah, the crowd could matter too. It could just be you got a bad crowd. Also, it doesn't line up with your comedy, like you said.
yeah, but it happens. But just get your time. Tell your
Yeah,
jokes
fuck
because
it.
if you're trying to work on a joke and see how it's going, you still gotta
Yeah, just
say it
try
out so you
something
can
else.
I've
if it works. Cause someone's gonna laugh probably, but
I've performed like music a couple of times
Uh-huh.
back in the day. One time was at like a open mic thing too, also like at a bar with my cousin John and stuff. And there was like, I mean, yeah, there's probably like 30 people in the crowd, like at the little bar. And it's kind of same thing. Like, I can't remember exactly who was there, but there was only a couple people that I knew in the front, just kind of bobbing their head, and everyone else is just chilling there. So I kind of felt the same way, but I was just like, I mean, fuck it, I'm up here already, like.
This ain't popping. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember seeing
yeah.
that.
that's pretty much how I felt.
Yeah, but it's just going back out there. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just fuck it. It's just a bad night, whatever, and just move on. You just gotta, keep
I
going,
have a
keep going,
theory.
keep
You
going.
agree that worst comes to worst, it's good to be good with crowd work?
I think so because you could fuck up or something, and people will like your
You start
charisma or
shitting on
something, and
somebody?
you just
So the way like, I mean, every comic's gonna say something different, no matter who you talk to, because so far that's how it's been for me. I've heard some comics say, yeah, crowd work's fine if you have like actual material for the crowd work, right, and stuff like that. Because usually trying to like freestyle and like come off the dome, like that's where you kind of get in trouble because maybe you'll say some shit you didn't really mean to say, and you're just trying to get back at them because you just want to finish your show, right? But then that's where it can turn. That's why comics really don't like doing the crowd
What
work.
could
Like,
happen? Like, what do you mean by it could turn? Like, you can get banned from the owner, or you
yeah,
can, like,
you say something that causes like a bigger stink, or get you
hmm,
Just
canceled
right
with the
off the
cancel
top of your head,
culture. You know
it's
what I
like
mean? Just it could be anything. Like I say, yeah, it could just be anything.
yeah, just didn't rub someone the wrong way. But like, so like, you'll be frowned upon for maybe having someone leave out of anger.
Not even that. It would be like, I don't know. Like I said, whatever the worst thing you think you
maybe
could
like
possibly
half
ever
half
say.
the club would have to find it offensive, like not just one
Yeah, yeah,
person.
yeah. Like you'd have that whole entire place walk out after something you said. You
It
know what I
Fucking
mean?
sucks when one asshole though doesn't like your comedy and tries to turn the whole room against you.
Yeah, but it never works out because, like I said, if you're
Sometimes
good
it
at the
works
crowd work,
out
yeah. But like I
because they're
said,
fucking loud.
sure. But if you're good, like I said,
just
if
like
they
hecklers, like
hecklers
Yeah,
drunk
hecklers
fucking
always gonna happen. But if like I said, if you're good at just a quick turnaround, just burn the fuck out of whoever that is, get everyone else to laugh and get them on your side, and then that's the point, and then move on. But
yeah,
that's always gonna you're always gonna get a heckler. Fuck them.
yeah.
It
Fuck them.
happens.
I seen
Yeah.
that I recently like seen that dude Matt Rife, but he gets a lot of
He's
hecklers.
fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, and he just like fucking turns it back on him like
Nice
Yeah.
dude.
instantly.
Yeah, in person he's a nice dude.
Yeah,
When he came to the improv, man, he's a nice guy.
nice.
I've
Try
heard his shows are full of chicks that'll just want to fuck him.
uh depending on the crowd. I think the weekend he was there was like a few, like here and there, but it wasn't like too bad.
No.
I remember I did see like posts here and there, like girls were like, "I wish I could go see Matt Rife," and it was mostly girls. Like, yeah,
Oh yeah, dude,
I
they
think
they
it's
Well,
hilarious. Like,
comedians will say that he's like one of the better looking comics.
yeah,
I think he does modeling and shit too.
yeah, probably.
I would take advantage of it. Be a comedian
oh
and a
yeah,
model.
oh
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
Fuck
definitely,
you
not.
gotta hustle. You gotta make more money than being on the road and doing comedy.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, is that something you're just doing for fun now, or like in a, and would it be cool if you can make it work towards a source of income?
yeah. Like that's my end goal. My end goal is to, like do something bigger. Like I'm not trying to be like the funniest in Colorado, but I'm at least trying to do something.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
I have a army buddy of mine. He's doing uh comedy writing for an animated TV show series. He wants me to do like voice acting. So I figured getting out there, being funny, and it is going to help me a lot more, do more shit.
Yeah, I remember
Again,
you used to
be
do a
more.
lot of voiceovers and we would get all high back in the day.
Oh, yeah, yeah, dude. I still do studio for a ton of fucking people. Like I do like a shit ton of voices for just like whatever is like here and there, just to be fucking funny.
Getting high
that'd
sounds
be
so
pretty
worse
cool
that
to
it
get
says that.
into.
Smoking weed sounds worse like we're
Smoke
doing
weed.
method. When we used to get high back in the day.
We all burned out and shit.
God, I used to do voices.
Yeah, I remember getting high on the fucking just smoking weed, but in the fucking soda cans or just smoking out of whatever
Oh,
the fuck you could
Yeah, like a
find back
wave.
in the
that's
day.
so bad for you.
These fucking kids don't know. Yeah, it was like smoking aluminum. These kids don't know shit
Yeah, they
about
don't know
that.
what swag is.
Yeah,
They don't
right.
know what
Yeah.
swag is.
First pipe I ever used was foil rolled in the ballpoint
Oh yeah,
pen.
that shit can't
Oh,
be good for you either.
no, all that. I mean, you get micro aluminums and plastics eating every day. Yeah, that's just straight in there.
Oh
I was
yeah,
just recently like I've heard about the microplastics
that shit
stuff, but
scares me.
I recently like fucking heard more about it. My buddy was here from LA and he's like a chemist and he said like he was like watch this movie Dark Water. Like he's all
Yeah.
fucking he's all depressed and paranoid about it. He's like, yeah, there's like nothing we can do. We're fucked. And I'm
I don't
just
know,
like,
man. We grew up in the '90s and shit.
right.
I think we're pretty good. Like,
Yeah, I was like, if I got microplastics in me, I think my body's like adapted and learned to
do you think
to
if we're
live
all
with
like
them.
partially plastic, we can get like royalties from like the Kardashians and shit?
Probably. I think I'm part
They're
Kardashian with all the
partly
plastic I've
plastic and
eaten.
shit. You know what I mean?
You gotta like do DNA blood work,
Yeah.
blood test, and then
I
find out
mean,
exactly what kind of plastics are in you.
yeah, like the only realist thing on fucking like Caitlyn Jenner now is his dick, right? The rest is
I don't know.
plastic surgery and shit.
Does he still have it?
Caitlyn, I don't know. I don't know if he still has it.
You ever seen The Cave with Bert Kreischer? He's on. He's pretty funny. Or
Yeah,
he,
I've been
whatever the fuck.
waiting.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've been waiting for Caitlyn's nudes to get leaked. You know,
That's
out of
that's
curiosity.
got to be the
Yeah,
interesting.
I
Not in the
gotta
artist, just out
Dude,
of
have you seen
curiosity.
the Victoria's Secret model with Down
gotta
syndrome?
catch a glimpse of those
Yes.
warlocks.
Yeah.
I
I follow that
thought I
little
was the only one.
like I follow that like super hot midget too on Instagram.
Oh, the one that's like dating the other small
Yeah,
person?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. She like works out and everything too. A
Yeah.
lot.
They don't really work out. They just
She
like their
does, dude.
range of motion is
She
so
has
short
lift
though, dude.
They
It's
videos.
like it curls up.
they
No,
have to
she
work
has
out.
lifting videos on her
Yeah,
Instagram. Like she lifts like serious weight.
they gotta keep their physique
No,
somehow.
there is one, but the one that I'm thinking about you're mentioning is like exaggeratedly small. She's like smaller than that lights. It's like as big as that
No, no,
lightsaber.
I'm talking about someone who's like an exceptionally normal type of like midget chick.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking
Like
about.
4 feet.
I know who you're talking about. I
Yeah,
have her on
yeah.
Instagram
She's really
too.
hot.
Yeah. There's a thing about small people, short people. What the fuck? Midgets. We're gonna say midgets. All right.
Yeah, like, I think the smallest girl I ever dated was like she was like 4'10". This is like right after high school, but she never grew. Like I still like see her like sometimes on social media here and there. She's like the same fucking size. I think she's like probably 4'11". You know, maybe now if anything.
One time I got a little crossfaded. Took an edible and I drank a little beer before I went to a child's birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, and it was my niece's birthday, and I was walking her around to the machines, like she needs a chaperone. And around there, there was this really hot midget lady. She had a little beer belly, but I liked it. And you could say I was following her around for a little bit. She had a little
Hey,
leather jacket on and brown blonde hair, but she looked the bride of Chucky. I was so turned on, bro.
you're like Tiffany,
Oh, man.
Tiffany, come back.
Hey, are you sure it was a midget?
Right? Are you
You
sure it
weren't
wasn't a
just
child in like
Yeah,
a
bro. You
leather
weren't.
No, no,
It was
jacket?
like a Halloween
she
theme
was the
night.
mom. She was with her daughter.
Oh man,
Yeah,
like a
but
daughter.
but she was the mom. You could tell she was older. She had like a old worn tattoo. Like everything was like
Freaking.
bride of Chucky. But she had like a little cup of like some beer, I think too. It was hot, dude. The
Was that at
cup.
Chuck E.
She
Cheese?
had a little kid cup because she couldn't get the big cup. She had a little kid cup full of beer.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. She went up in there in that little fucking game. You have to, again, I kind of want to go in there, but I was too big. So I was waiting for you guys down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, porn will do some things to your psyche.
So that's why you got to stop watching it so you're not so desensitized by it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've told myself that before too, but I like that bad part about me. It's nice. It's a good time apart. It's a good time away from
it gives you
everybody.
some realism about yourself.
It's like,
I know what you mean, but I'm like totally I've been trying to just cut down on
I feel like you can
watching porn and
advantage of
stuff just for
whatever.
my own mental health.
I've heard some people say they feel better without ejaculating. Some people feel better if they rub
I'm
one
still
out.
gonna
I'm
ejaculate.
on
I
the
just don't
side
want
where
to.
I feel better if like, because I just don't got it
I'm
in me.
still ejaculating.
I don't fuck every day anymore. It's too much.
I don't think anyone
So sometimes I just want to rub one out for that
I
day,
don't think after a certain
and
age
it's
anyone
quick
does.
and you can get your morning going better. You have breakfast and go jack off after. Maybe chug half a Coca-Cola to get some sugar in your system, depending what you watched. Get going, dude. You just have some Starbucks on the way to work.
The only time I really have time to eat jerk off when I do want to is at nights, like honestly before bed. I got no free time, no during the daytime at work, or if not, I got my daughter. It's kind of tough.
You're more of a tit man or an ass man?
I like titties for sure, for sure.
I like if both are nice, I'll take
Oh,
both.
come on, dude.
I
I
like
can't
If
pick
both,
she's
one.
but if I had to
perfect, I'll
choose,
take both.
Well, no, I mean,
obviously, but
like I mean, she's got a nice ass, but she doesn't really have like nice titties. Like it's no big deal, and I'm one or the other. I'll take one or the other.
Doesn't really matter. You don't have one.
No,
what about you, Jack? A man behind the scenes.
I'm more of a tit guy because, like, both dudes and women have asses. So if you're an ass man, you might be a little gay. You're definitely a little gay if you like ass.
and
That's
you know you've seen a guy in public who's just thick for no reason. It's like, oh my, because you see the ass first, and then you look, you're like, oh my god, that's a man.
And that's coming from the guy who touched the Central American man.
that's a real story.
No, dude, it's hilarious. Right?
I got
This
it.
episode is brought to you. It's not brought
Oh
to you, but
god.
I fucking love it. Arrowhead.
Arrowhead, give this man free
That's a good
water.
transition.
Give this man a fucking Arrowhead, like pimp my ride thing, like a little fucking water fountain in the middle,
Yeah, if I get
and be like,
sponsored by
"Yo,
Arrowhead,
we
that's it. I
heard you
made
like
it.
to drink your Arrowhead, so we
That's it.
fucking put some Arrowheads in this water tank with Arrowhead water."
That's just the biggest flex in the world. Like, why do you have so much fucking? I'm fucking sponsored by Arrowhead, motherfucker.
You could do like one of those. I've seen motherfuckers. I don't know how you get into this business.
That's how you fucking do it. Arrowhead.
Buck up with Arrowhead. Fucking buck the fuck up.
There we go.
You like drinking crisp, cool water? Get an arrowhead.
You got that look too, like a pioneer.
Yeah, right. I get a lot. There's this one fucking chick I work with, dude. She like I've never seen her before, and then she's just like, "Oh my god, I didn't know a Viking worked here." I'm like, "This bitch."
A Viking?
Yeah, a Viking.
But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't like that comment?
I mean,
I think
kind of
that's
not
tough.
really.
I think that's tough as shit.
Yeah, it's tough when you're a mixed racial person like myself, always getting mistaken for white people. It's terrible.
but not
Yeah.
every white person's
Also,
a
you
Viking.
don't
Not
want the
every
white
white person
privilege.
looks like a Viking.
No.
You gotta have that.
You don't want the white privilege? I lean more towards my white privilege. I mean, look at what
See,
I'm wearing.
yeah.
This is what I like. I like intimidating people at Mi Pueblo with this shirt.
It's see, I'm not trying to take it, but everyone just keeps trying to give it to me. You know, it's not my
Take it,
fault.
dude.
Yeah, it's not
Take
my
it.
fault I don't get
Wear your
randomly
fucking
pulled
uniform
over.
everywhere you go.
I'm a few shades too
No.
dark of anything for any
I really
kind of white
turn
privilege.
I really scare them when, like, they think I'm super when I go pay there, they're like, "These much." "No, está bien, oiga, ¿cuánto es?" And like, "Oh, shit, he speaks Spanish. He's real Mexican."
Although I'll get a lot of Spanish dudes at work, dude. They're like, "Spanish? You speak Spanish?" Because they think,
Más o menos? Or what do you
yeah, yeah.
poquito?
Poquito, yeah.
Yes. All you white people know how to say poquito.
Poquito.
Poquito,
I say,
taquito,
yeah. Says pequeño, más o
and
menos. But yeah,
horchata. You guys love
horchata.
saying horchata. Can I have
Who's
it?
who's he talking to? Is there another white person in this room?
Yes, that white
She's like,
dude.
where, where's the
It's that
white
white guy
guy?
right there. Oh,
Oh,
he's off camera.
oh, damn.
That's really weird that you don't wanna lean towards your whiteness. Why? Are you
No,
afraid of
man.
what it comes with nowadays?
Have you seen white people? Why would I want to be associated with white people?
What kind of
Look at
white
look at
people are
their
you talking
history.
about,
I
though?
love white people.
Just
I
like there's
mean,
good and bad,
so
there's good Asians,
see,
bad
and I'm not
Mexicans, good Mexicans.
right, yeah, and I'm not completely like hating my white side because my grandma, I love my grandmother. She's Irish, so that's where I get it from, So, but thank God they weren't slave owning whites. So, I mean, that's proud to be something at least,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you
God,
have a different last
They just
name.
transported them.
exactly. Like I'm going by what my family is. I'm Japanese and just white passing how everyone says you're so white
Or is that how you
passing.
guys played it off? And maybe you white motherfuckers did own some
Look,
people
I'll
back
say
in the day.
I'll say this, okay?
Is your name really
It's
Nakata?
yeah, I'll say this though. It's not my fault that when my ancestors were in the internment camps that one of them probably prayed that their lineage somewhere in their lineage there'd be someone who would be racially ambiguous like myself, so I could fit in easily with like a MAGA crowd or any one of those hippies in Boulder. So I
You
would
could kind of fit in everywhere you wanted, yeah.
that
Oh
way I
yeah, I can
just
see that.
so
Depending
that
on
way I wouldn't be put in some of that, so I wouldn't have to feel the kind of persecution they felt. So it's not my fault that I'm a result of prayers by them. You know what I mean?
well, then maybe you should be thankful because you
No.
can blend in anywhere.
Well, yeah, with like I said again, which is nice. Like I said, I'll never get randomly get pulled over or selected at the airport. Like any of you will.
I
So
fucking got selected at the airport, and I tried like I didn't make a big deal about it, but they were like, I got a random check," and I was like, "Random, random, huh?"
yeah,
I had a
right.
couple drinks in me. I was just like, "Random, huh?" And
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't
guy,
take it personally.
the guy was brown too, so he was looking at me like
I got checked a
with
couple
his
They're
times.
arms
like,
crossed,
he's
and
like, take it easy, Malik. Don't light
right.
your shoe on fire.
Yeah, it was it was coming back from LA, at LAX, but I was just
I
like,
fucking hate that airport.
I think last year when I went to
That is the
Vegas.
worst. Have you been there, Reese? That is the worst fucking
You
airport.
think so?
No, thank God.
I got through there faster than fucking here at DIA,
Well, it's a
honestly.
small airport, but they should be performing better.
Yeah, I get that.
One time I got randomly called and had to wait like 20 minutes for a special officer to come check my C4.
Wow.
I didn't get
The pre-workout,
Yeah.
they
not real
fucking
C4.
they made me run my bag 3 times through the thing.
Why didn't they just open it?
That's what I they did open it, but the first time it ran through,
There's something
and
in
then I
there.
had my Switch. I had my Nintendo Switch. So the lady's like, "What's this?" And I was like, "It's my fucking game." So she's like, "All right, well take this bag out and run it through again." I ran it through again, and then they made me run it again a third time after they took my sweater out or something in there,
Mm.
and yeah, and then finally by the time it was all through, I went through the third time, and then they didn't even fucking help me out again. They were like talking over on their own, so I was just like, am I good to go? Like, I just fucking grabbed my shit and left. I was like, all right,
We didn't
uh,
have to deal with this shit before 9/11.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said,
TSA
because
was
of
developed because of it, right?
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, yeah. Like the Homeland Security, yeah.
Yeah.
Because 9/11. Yeah, thanks a lot, Bush. For
yeah,
heads
Thanks
that,
a
you know.
lot.
fucking steel beams,
Yeah.
fucking
Mysteriously burning up from jet fuel.
damn it.
Weird. Oh, again.
You lost your audio? Let's see talking to it.
Yeah, I don't
I
hear
can
No,
hear
nothing.
I
you.
do. Yeah, well, I hear you.
It's probably just your fucking that
Something. Yeah.
that fucking headset.
Mm.
Oh, now I don't know what you did, but I can only hear myself out of one ear. Is that better?
No, I still don't hear anything.
See, I like to use my white privilege as like a superpower.
No?
I weed out whoever the closet racists are in
No?
society now. They're hiding.
Hold on. You want to hit pause on the video, Jack? We'll be
Closet
right back.
racists, we're pausing for you.
In there, go ahead. Is it going? Smoking dabs. Smoking dabs. In the basement, in the basement, having technical difficulties with whatever that thing is called. Ginger's having difficulties.
Oh,
He can't
Stewie.
seem
Oh,
to make
Stewie.
it.
Yeah, what the Spaniards call El Terrible.
El Terrible. I like that song. Makes me feel good. Has no copyright too.
Nice funky beat.
Last time on our episode, we were talking about religion. You like talking about religion a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't chronologically break it down. We don't like analyze religion, but we just kind of like poke fun at it.
Oh,
We don't downplay it or like say it's wrong, but we just kind of poke fun at it. But I had this theory last time. We ever heard that we ever considered the theory that maybe it was a cult to begin with that just really blew up?
you know, and I don't see why not, because I mean, look at the Christian Crusades. That uh, was it King Henry, the guy who was trying to get divorced from his wife? They're all Catholics at the time. Only way to get divorced was to create a new religion, and killing, excuse me, killing anyone in your kingdom who didn't want to follow your new
That's
religion.
that's what I've always
So,
said. Like,
and
I
there's
mean,
pagans have always been around because remember, there's always good, there's always evil. So evil's always been around too. So,
Yeah. So you think it just could have originally all traced back to where maybe Jesus was running a cult and just really got it just really stuck with the crowd.
I mean,
He knew how to sell it.
maybe not a cult, but
You guys all right? You guys want to take some delicious drinks of your delicious Arrowhead?
oh yeah, we did. It helped. It's helping.
I'm okay.
So,
You all right? I don't want to drink
okay.
Arrowhead.
So
I
here's
do like Arrowhead, but I just wanted cold water. That's why I didn't. I got another one.
That purified shit.
It's yeah,
Oh
it's just some
no.
here you
fucking
go.
it's just cold water.
Oh
So
no.
And this is actually
It hurts me when you bring
look at
that
this.
close.
This is purified by reverse
That's good.
osmosis. Do you know what that means? That means it's completely filtered, and this does not, in fact, have fluoride in it.
What's going on? Why you turning against me first? Four
fancy.
episodes, you're over here pro water, now you're already talking shit.
So
What's going on? We trying to get these
Do you want
sponsors?
me not to
We
look at
trying to
you?
get this sponsor or
I'm
not?
sorry. Fuck this water. This shit tastes like shit.
Fuck that water.
Drink Arrowhead. Fucking drink it.
Don't touch
Drink
my
that shit.
water. What are you doing?
Drink it. Drink it.
You touched the tip. I don't want to drink it. I'm
Drink
just kidding.
drink that Arrowhead.
But yeah, I always had the theory that it was just a cult that really got famous, and like we always poke fun at like the little stories inside like the Bible and stuff of like Adam and Eve. We were saying Adam and Eve were just two hippies that smoked Jesus' weed and he didn't like it. Have you heard the theory about the 13th disciple?
who's that one?
I'll tell you about it off camera.
Okay,
It's a long
13th
story.
disciple. I'm
Yeah.
sure it is. Like,
Is that thing supposed to be rainbow colored and it's just chilling?
Um,
Is it gonna explode?
I think it's just a different light setting.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
it's
remember
fine.
how to
If
get
it
to
gets
there,
real
but
hot, just
yeah,
set it aside.
yeah, it should be
That's
good. If you guys want to hit it again,
really up to you
feel
guys. I'm
free.
okay.
if it
Yeah,
gets above 55 miles an
I
hour,
think I'm good. Yeah,
we'll
Well,
explode.
I think it looks nice and smoky in here now.
Yeah.
yeah, nice and cloudy.
So my only bag with like religion is the Bible, because it's supposed to be the word of God. Man's writing it, his disciples, whoever's authoring each one of those verses of the Bible, right? Man's fallible. I mean, if everything is placed in the Middle East, the way Middle Easterns were going on around theirs, treating women second, they had of course dressed modestly. I mean, that's understandable. You don't want people dressing too obviously provocatively all the time, but not stopping people however they wear whatever you wear, whatever. But it's
You think that was a
just
problem since way back then?
yeah. I mean, because look, you're asking a guy to write a book that's supposed to be dedicated to God and how his teachings and how the world's supposed to be and how you're supposed to live your life to stay away from evil and everything to get to heaven to everything they're talking about, right? Essentially, but if you're if you're feeling some type of way, because we all have feelings. I mean, Jesus understood those feelings, but Jesus is gone. But he's expecting you to carry on to teach religion, to write this verse for the Bible, to for us, right?
Yeah.
But then that gets washed because you can't understand Aramaic because you're not teaching Aramaic anymore
That's
for
what I've
some
always
reason,
said is as many
right?
times as it was been translated and passed down, there's
Wash
got
down,
to
wash
be
down.
shit that was changed or
And think about
fucking not
all,
exactly how
yeah,
it started.
think
I
about,
said it last time. I said I wish we could see the
The
first
original
original
first
printing or the
copy,
very
the
first.
read,
rough draft.
Yeah,
read the Torah, read the Quran, no bullshit, and
Those are
try to,
supposed to be older books?
yeah, they've never been changed. They're supposed to be never been translated like past anything in the original because that's supposed to be against God. You're changing the word of God. You're making it something else. Like Christianity making as much money as they do, like I understand it's in a way paying your tithing to God, but the fact that they're making so much money off of it, it's kind of crooked. But
that's what I asked last time, or I was curious about. Like I don't know much about the Bible, but like was Jesus or were they weren't passing collection plates back
He
then,
was.
were
He was
they?
taking
Were they
money.
getting money from
He
people?
was
yeah,
getting
like
money.
here and there. But like I said, then people taking tax money and doing things and doing crooked things with it. Like think about all the crooked people that get involved with religion who say they're a high person, but they're really wicked into doing wicked things, teaching you the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't mean you should lose your faith by any means. That means you should probably get that person out the religion and should continue your faith. And you should just probably ignore maybe most of the teaching what they taught you, but you should know what was good, the parts that were bad, and not give up on God and not give up on your faith in your religion. Give up on that person because that person's shitty. Because we should all judge each other by their character, not if you're a different religion than the other person, if you're different color than the other person, right? It's just be a good person. That's it.
Yeah, I've known people like
That's it.
I grew up
Yeah.
knowing people that went to
Well
church all
said.
the time, and then they ended up fucking
And that's
finding
it.
some weird shit out about them or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
it
So
doesn't
that's my only
matter.
question. It's like, I mean, it's like, true, yeah, read the Bible, right? But it's like, if I don't understand it, I'm supposed to entrust in someone, right? Keep the faith in someone that they're teaching me the right thing. But then that person ends up being a fucking pedophile because you hear all that shit in the Catholic Church. But again, crooked people who say they're about this thing, and it's just them who are crooked. They're not making what religion. They're not making the religion crooked. They're making that belief system fucked up. They're just a fucked up person. But no one's looking at it like that because people are so quick to jump on religion. So people are quick to jump on atheists and all this other shit. And
Yeah.
everyone's it's always us versus them. It's always good versus evil, right? Because it's always if you're not about God, then obviously you're about the devil. But if you're really not about the devil, then what are you about? And it's just this whole confusing thing. And it's hard to follow. Like, what do you really follow? Just, I guess, just be a good person. And when I guess the rapture comes or whatever, repent. That's all it says in the Bible, really. If you really do read it,
You
just
follow
repent.
that though? You believe that's gonna are you religious? I'm not, that's why I ask.
Yeah, I mean, I don't follow any one religion. I definitely do believe in God. I've never.
What does that mean to you though? Because God can mean a different thing to
I'm getting.
anybody.
Wait, I'm getting into it. Like that, there's just one creator. There's one being. Because if you see every religion, I guess besides Hinduism, follows several different gods, but they still have one God even in Hindu religion, right? It all leads to the same path. It's all one point. Uh, but yeah, I believe that there is God. No matter if I follow, I think no matter what religion I follow, no matter which one I think to believe is true, as long as I know in my heart that I think that God is real and all that shit's true on some plane because there is existence of every single thing existing with all the shit, right? Even science, right? It all means something. The only way to get there is we all die. So I think if at the end, if you do truly believe that, like it says in the Bible, if you do truly believe that it all happened, you do believe that God is with you and you do all those things, then yeah, man, you'll see at the end. We all do. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I definitely I've always
But
believed
like I
in
said, it's
God and
hard.
stuff, but yeah, I
I
But it's
just
think
hard to figure it out until then.
I think that heaven or hell thing, it might just be like your last final moments before you die, like, and you just kind of have like a recollection of your life of whether you did good or bad. And they say that right before you die, you release a shit ton of chemicals in your brain, like DMT, that makes you hallucinate and shit. So maybe you just kind of like self-evaluate yourself, and you're like, oh shit, are you imagine going to heaven or you imagine going to hell? But then the lights go out, and that's kind of it.
Right, but you mean you're still supposed to end up on one of those planes though. You're still supposed to either end up in hell.
Do you think you do?
I don't know.
No, I don't know either, honestly. But I just can't. I call bullshit on it. I don't know. I don't have any proof to say it's bullshit, but I feel like it's easier and simpler for me to live without worrying about that.
Well, yeah,
now
but everyone's got to choose something because everyone's got to live by something. Otherwise, you go fucking crazy and they
Yeah,
lock
yeah. If
you
there
up.
was no religion, people would be insane.
More or less. If people didn't have something to follow and choose, people would go insane.
I think if like somehow someone tomorrow came and said, "Hey, we have 100% proof, 100% proof that religion is not real. There was never a god. It's all bullshit just to keep you guys say level-headed." We'd probably have like a way increase in all kinds of shit like crime, and people wouldn't give a fuck. They would just be live life way differently.
People are trying to do that now with all the alien shit coming out right now. You
What do you
know
mean?
that? They're trying to do that now. They're trying to say, well, all like the government releasing all this alien shit. They're trying to do that right now. But with all the since we're in an age of information and there's such a flood of so much corrupt good and evil, like you can find so much stuff against this and so much stuff against that. Like it's
Yeah.
so confusing to follow which part is true.
Hmm.
Like that's what I'm saying.
So
Like
many sources.
that's what I'm saying. Find something that's true to you, stick with it, keep with it. But if you feel it's not feeling right to you,
Mm.
what else are you gonna find that's what do you feel is gonna find what you're gonna find to do different so you can feel better about what your life's gonna end up to?
Well, your life is your
That's what it is.
experience. You can make whatever you want it to be, whatever you
Exactly.
choose to believe or not believe or feel or not feel, shit
Exactly.
like that. That's as
Got it.
simply as I see it.
Yeah,
That's the
you
way it
got it.
is. And then when it's your time, it's your time. I don't believe in a heaven or hell. I think it's just we're done. We're just another animal that died.
And that's your thing, man. And
Nah,
that's
I
it.
think I think animals are in heaven too. Like yeah.
Now that I have a kid, I want to change a little bit to hope, like, oh, for my kid, that maybe there is a heaven. But I don't know, man. It's just I
You
don't.
never seen all dogs go to heaven?
I mean, you carry that with you, man. You're gonna carry that to your grave. And as long as you're cool with that every single time you go to sleep and you wake up and it never bothers you or like
Well,
fucks
I
with you,
never really think about it.
well, then there you go. Then
Yeah,
you're good, man. Solid. That's
yeah.
all it is. But like I said, I mean, if it bothers you, then there's answers. I mean, or you could try to find those answers. I hope you figure it out. Everyone's trying to figure it out, right? Whatever it is, they're trying to figure the fuck out like everyone else.
I'm sure you can relate. Finding comedy and things makes life a lot easier and smoother.
Yeah, and people got to stop. Like comics have been saying for years. Like George Carlin is definitely one of my favorite comics, and right now, like Dave Chappelle's like pretty much to me like the next thing to Carlin, how he does his comedy with how raw he
Well, there's a
gets and talks
message
about
to it
things.
also.
Fuck it, and that's the kind of shit I'm trying to get into with how I'm trying to break in and trying to explain to people who I am on my level. So when I get into all that other shit I start talking about, they kind of get where I'm coming from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of build a
Just,
background for
I mean,
yourself.
it's me trying to get my voice on the mic, get my comfortable and put myself out there, dude, and just fucking keep jamming. It's like you all doing
Yeah.
your podcast, you
You
doing your
gotta
fucking
find
thing.
yourself. You don't really know what
Everybody
works
does.
smooth.
Yeah,
It's just
man.
like these fucking things used to suck. We used to be a lot more nervous and shit when we used to make these. Like, you just get smoother with it.
Yeah, yeah. More comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
dope as
helped
shit.
me, and I told Manny a lot, is I used to do a lot of these, but just audio. So I got good with talking. Then I just had to get over seeing myself on camera.
Yeah, yeah,
But if you got to
totally.
worry about both, it can be kind of nerve wracking. I've had some people on here, and you can see they're just nervous when they first start here.
Yeah, it's
Especially
like
if you're just here for the first time and
Yeah.
you see all this lights and shit and I feel like here it's or just other places it's cool, but when we're in like that one little room back there, it's just a little more confined also. I
You
like
think?
I like how we've been doing them in the front of
Oh
the
yeah,
shop like a lot better.
yeah. Looks a lot better.
And
Sounds better.
just having more space, like open space too just kind of helps, I feel like.
Your walls here are pretty good sound wise too. They don't sound like the studio at all.
That's kind of what I thought about doing it out there, or in the section or something else, but I was like, you're gonna fucking hear just everything else.
That's true.
yeah. That's good, man. Yeah, it was a good
Yeah, if people
space.
could find comedy and things, it'd be a lot better off. It'd just be so much easier.
Yeah,
I
it's
try, like with my girl, dude, I try cracking jokes at a lot of shit that I shouldn't crack jokes about. And sometimes she just ain't having it. She gets really upset, but I try
yeah,
to make her see, just look at the funny side. It's okay.
yeah. But but
There are
remember
some
too.
things you probably can't joke about, but like I probably have some boundaries I maybe haven't even discovered that like if someone joked about, I get really upset about it.
Yeah.
Haven't found anything yet. I mean, we could pretty much say whatever the fuck you want to me. It's just words, you know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of look at it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you decide to get mad about them, you wanted to get mad about them.
Yeah, growing as a person is a thing that I got taught to me when I was in the military. What I heard was uh being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, well, why does it bother you? Kind of get to the root of it, and if you really don't want to find out why, then well, you're the one-sided, one-minded type of person you're talking about to everyone else.
Mm.
So,
I
so
have
yeah.
something like that with shrooms. I'm kind of scared to redo shrooms because I kind of have a really
Well,
scary conversation with myself sometimes.
My brother won't do
microdose.
psychedelics anymore.
Does that
Like
even work?
Yeah, you
he's
got a
scared.
microdose. You got to know
That's why
off
I
your
try
body
telling
weight, know
people.
your tolerance and the weight of, and
Yeah,
you
but do
know.
you still get those conversations with yourself you get? No, huh?
No,
Like,
they'll be different.
no, that's what
They'll
I
be different.
mean. Like when I do them, I go all in, 4 grams.
Yeah, that's
Yes, yeah, I
crazy.
want trying to talk to myself, you know?
I guess the best time would be like you're having one of those anxiety, depressive type of episodes.
Hmm.
So you eat a cap, right? You
Yeah,
wait it out, right? See
yeah.
how you feel. Go from there. right?
I've never wanted
Or
to take
stim,
shrooms when
something.
I was feeling like that, or if I was sad or depressed or something. I'm like, I just never
Well, because
wanted
people say
to.
never do, but always like
Yeah,
be outside, still like be around people who can like help you out if something's going crazy, right?
yeah.
Like,
See, I
right,
don't
right.
want to do them recreationally though. Whenever I do them, the last couple times I do them like educationally. Like I just trip balls by myself, bro, and I just kind of see what's up in
Yeah,
my brain, you know?
microdosing is like the different. It's a different kind of thing. You know, it's like if you're not taking your Percocets, even we're making jokes. Percocets, if you're not taking your Percocets like you're supposed to, like your prescription says, and you're just downing them all and waiting for another one, yeah, you're gonna trip out. But then shit, your shit's still gonna be fucked up and still hurting, right? So it just would make sense to take them like you're supposed to, like a prescribed little whatever would feel good and be whatever your jam
The
is. Like,
last time, the last time I had some shrooms, I was microdosing.
and those shroom people who set up those kits, I mean, you could talk to those motherfuckers. I mean, they have like a number you call, I think,
Yeah.
or a store
So,
you can go
Oh
to
yeah,
or
I've
some
seen
shit. I
ads
think.
and
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
but
They're
where
Yeah.
I
gonna
was
know.
going with that is I'm just being a bitch about it, I think. I think I just need a
You
trip
just
and
need to
figure.
buck up.
I need to just trip.
Yeah.
I just need to, yeah, I need to
No, I
trip
mean,
again
you
and
don't want to
see.
like melt your mind, like waste it.
No, no, I got to figure
No.
out where, like, I feel like there's a monster and I just haven't found yet, but I got to get to the center of it.
You should get one of these fucking juices I was talking about, bro. They're
Just
fucking.
lock me in here with a microphone,
So,
bro, and
hey,
5 grams
instead of
and a
eating,
microphone.
Nah, you don't need that much.
so instead of eating them, try like making a tea out of it.
Yeah,
A
I've done
tea.
that. I've
You tried
done
it on pizza,
tea.
bro? Oh, dude,
I just eat them.
it's so good on pizza. It adds to the flavor.
Yeah, try a tea.
I've tried it on pizza, but I've tried
Like
tea also.
ground them up. You know,
Yeah.
put them in the what's that Mexican thing they do to ground the spices? What's that thing called? Stone.
The yeah, we know they know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, that's yeah, you know what
I
I'm
don't remember
saying?
the name right now, but
It's like
that's
guacamole
Yeah,
and
it's
shit,
crazy.
right?
I'm so interracial.
You know what's
Like
funny is I don't think that's a Mexican thing. That's a Hawaiian thing that we just kind of took from them.
really.
probably, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because theirs is like
I
a
could have made
rollout,
that
like
up.
on the stone type shit, and yeah,
It's not a wok. No, that's a
that's my
Chinese
shit. That's
kitchen.
my
That's
shit.
a
Yeah,
That's
that's
your
my
shit.
shit.
You ever learn
Yeah,
how to
yeah,
use a
yeah.
wok?
Fuck yeah.
I learned how to use a wok. My parents used to have a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, man. I got everything. I got everything to make that shit.
Yeah, woks are pretty
They're
dope
dope.
kitchens.
They're good.
honestly
Make
like
everything.
that's just like
Everything
my
about
favorite
everything.
kind of food. Just anything
You ever cooked on a
fucking.
wok?
I think once or twice.
You walked
Yeah.
it out
Yeah.
Did you get the
Eastern
flip?
style.
Were you able to
You
get the?
walk out Eastern style. You come to my house. I make stir fry for you. I got rice. We have a little bowl. You have a chopstick. Use it right.
That sounds delicious. I,
I
I
have different pepper catching
I
flies.
always eat with fucking chopsticks, like wherever I go, like anything,
I have a
fucking
memory
any
one
kind of
time where
Asian food.
my dad took us to Benihana. Not my stepdad, my biological father. When we were younger, he like came to visit, and he took us to Benihana, and he's a cook himself. And so this guy starts doing all this shit, right? My dad's like, I can do that. I was like, I don't think you can, Dad. I was like, I can do that. And the guy towards the end, he waited. He's like, can I try that? And he's like, sure. He kind of got pissed, like, you can do this shit. Like, this shit takes 6 weeks of training, motherfucker.
It was some white guy.
I don't remember, but
I hope it was an
he
Asian
grabbed
guy.
a hold of the tools and he looked. He had a rough start, but he got it, bro. He started like flipping the fucking shrimp into his hat and shit, and the place was going wild, bro. And I really admired my dad at that moment. But he left my mom, so he's not around anymore.
Oh,
But I miss my father.
that's a good one.
We gotta go. We gotta. I want to take you to Vegas next time
Yeah, put that
when I
one in.
go, so we can go see your dad's.
Hey, wait. Oh,
What was that?
finish that one.
I was just gonna say we can go see his dad, who has his
Yeah, it's a Philly
Philly
cheesesteak
cheesesteak
place
shop
in
in
Vegas.
Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, and if we do go out there, I actually know someone who's a comic out there. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
hell
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
that's dope.
sweet.
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
and my girlfriend went last year, like September, almost like exactly a year ago now, for her birthday. But it was pretty fun. Um,
You
fucking
were
saw
you
a
were
Cirque du Soleil
you were
show
poking at me right now when you before he finished his story. You said
because he was
put
talking about Vegas, right?
Oh,
no, you
yeah.
said put that away or something.
Fuck, I don't
I don't
remember.
remember either.
But yeah, dude, if you go to Vegas, we can hit up shows in Vegas, like comedy shows, like because I know people out there. When I did my spot, I'm gonna do a name drop. I did my spot for Mr. Brent Ernst. He's a great comic. He's on the Cobra Kai show. He's cousin Vinny. Cool motherfucker.
Oh, cool.
He's got shows out in Vegas. Like hopefully when if I'm ever out there, I'm gonna try to see him and be on a show. But I got a contact out there, and he's out there kicking shows. He does comedy all the time out there. He's a funny dude. He's got some inappropriate comedy that's just raw and in your face. I think it's fantastic.
That's the best
That's
But
my
comedy.
yeah,
that's my favorite.
he just hit me up today, and he's like, he's making so many contacts. He's 3 months in so far in the business, and he wants me to come out there again. So I know when I got the time and the money, I'm definitely gonna
To
head out there.
Vegas?
So
Oh yeah,
yeah, we
let's
could do a
fucking
podcast out in Vegas. Hit him up. He can be on the podcast. We can have a fucking comedy podcast out in Vegas
that'd be
and do
See,
some
awesome.
shit
that's
out
one thing
there
that's
too.
lacking here in Denver, bro. There's no comedy
There
scene.
is
Everyone
comedy scene. You guys
there
just aren't
It's just
in it.
really
Yeah,
underground.
no, it's just not
Or
that
am I
much.
comparing it to like down to Texas?
They're not underground. You guys just aren't there seeing it. So here's some more name drops. The disjointedpodcast.com is where you find where the Colorado comedy open mics are. There's also 5280 comedy.com is another it's all pretty accurate updated list of all the stuff, all the comedy open mics. It's weekday, like Sunday through Saturday. There's always comedy mics. There's one tonight.
You feel that's easy to access for someone who like is just getting started because you
Oh
hear a lot
yeah.
of people
Yeah.
complain that there's no scene here. But is it just because of like
it's
or
it's know-how. People just don't know how when they're
yeah.
here, right? Because
yeah.
they don't have resource. They just don't know where to go. They don't know who to talk to. So that's why I'm doing it now. So I'm telling you. So there's one tonight. The last one's going to be at Lions Lair. It's a regular open mic comedy. It's at 9:30 Mondays. They're having a gong show on Tuesday. It's going to be at like 9:30, 11:30. Sometimes it starts late depending on people. You just go. You show up to the place where it's at. It's usually at a bar, someplace, and you go there. You put your name. You find out who the host is. You introduce yourself. You put your name on the comedy list. And usually get around 5 minutes, depending on the mic, whatever night it is. But yeah, Sundays through Saturday, there's every mic you can think of. When you go on those websites, just hit their menu. You'll see where the open mic sections are. They make it easy to find. You just click on the day you want to go, day that works for you. It's usually at night, so usually hopefully after work, unless you work a fucking grave shift or a night shift. So
Yeah.
other than that, man, great mics, great mics. They're always great mics, great hosts. You always meet fucking great comics who are fucking nice, really fucking great people. The scene's fucking fantastic. It
Hmm.
is. I've met so many fucking comics since I started. Like I said, since I started opening up to comics, since I didn't know where to go, so I was lucky that the improv was hiring. Uh,
When do
and
you
then I went from
usually
there.
go? Like whenever you
All
can, or
weekdays.
do you?
I pretty much go weekday. So I usually go like Sundays through Wednesdays usually because that's when I hit my mics.
Oh man, I'm
That's
gonna
the
have to
ones I
go
like to
check
go
you
to.
out for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna go out tomorrow night. I'm gonna be at the Hangover mic on Tuesday. That's off US 6 and Sheridan. Again, disjointed podcast. You can find out where it's a Hangover mic, and then
Disjointed podcast, right?
disjointed.
We'll tag that in the info.
Yeah, disjointedpodcast.com and 5280 comedy. Let's give them a shout. Um,
Have you heard of this comedian here? His name is Dan Boyce.
Dan Boyce,
Dan
possibly, yeah.
Boyce. He's the one who
Dan
sold me
Boyce.
some of these microphones. He showed me some of his videos. He's a local comic here, hosts some shows like in Firestone and in Denver.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I've probably seen him around.
Older, like, bald dude with a beard and glasses. He's pretty funny. He's cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think
Maybe.
I know who he is.
He
Yeah,
has a
yeah,
podcast too. It's called The Art of Bombing.
yeah.
Yeah. He's a
Yeah.
cool cat.
Yeah, like I
I
said,
have to check that
He's
out
comedy's
too.
supposed to be
great.
on here.
Yeah, like I
I
said.
talked to him, but I told him he lives like an hour away. I told him if he needs like gas money or something, I got him to come over here.
Oh, cool. That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, comedy's around, man. Like I said, people just like I said, just don't know where to look. They don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's the only thing. It's just know how. But comedy is happening in Denver. It's pretty big. There's also the Colorado Comedy Festival happening. I just can't remember the plug right now or where, but it's all over Instagram. Follow all the comedy pages on Instagram. Follow the improv. Follow the comedy works because that's where you'll find all your local comics. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, find local comics like me. If you follow me
We're
on
gonna
my
link all your stuff, so shout it out.
Oh
my
yeah.
stuff is the most ginger jab 303 on IG. That's my comedy. I also have an email, but emails are I guess for old people.
Nah.
Not really. It's fine.
Any cougars want my email?
You guys
It's the
want my
same
email?
email. It's Gmail.
Gmail?
It's Gmail. It's not a Yahoo or like fucking Hotmail or MSN. Not anymore.
Yeah,
Well, with that,
I had an AOL one for fucking ever,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
since
fucking
that
fucking
AOL.
shit
middle
Yeah,
school
sucked.
and shit.
yeah.
Well, we usually end this podcast with letting our guest say one ending phrase, sentence, single word,
Some
noise, just
advice,
anything you
anything,
want
what's
to
on your
say,
mind?
and
Oh,
then that's the end of it.
oh, I wish I would have had this prepared. I think I got a one-liner joke here. Fellas might like one of my one-liners for you.
Hell yeah.
Let me pull them up here. I have them in a folder. Holy shit. Here we go.
I'm gonna watch The Little Mermaid tonight.
The new one?
Yeah.
I saw it with my daughter
Oh,
when it
is it?
first came out of the theaters. I liked it.
I
It's
saw
fucking
this
cool.
hilarious video. Have you seen this? Like these black chicks are hanging out like in their apartment pool, and then like one of them has like the phone, right? But they like set it
Oh, they're
up.
like splashing around.
Yeah, they're like all splashy, and she like comes out all beautiful.
I know
and
exactly
shit.
what you're talking about. They show like the front angle and they show the behind the scenes angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Since I'm the most ginger Jap, I had this comic friend of mine. He gave me this. He said, I'm so ginger and I'm so Asian that Japan called me and they want me to be the new face of their national flag, the rising sun. I'm the new rising sun flag.
Oh, that's awesome.
The new rising sun flag. Thanks, fellas. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Respect, much love.
Thank you, brother.
Cameraman, appreciate
Gotta get
you.
back on here
Thanks
soon
for
again.
Hell yeah, man. It's a nice episode.
Adios, my friends. You can cut to the Elon.